Hey guys, it's Chase here on Gemmy Master Animatronics, and today what I have for you is the Gemmy 2004 5-foot-tall Christmas life-size animated dancing Santa Bear. This is an item that I've been looking to get for quite some time now. Actually, I think probably like the last, 3-4 years I've been looking to get one. And obviously this is not a rare item, so, why is it taking me this long to get? Well, yeah, this is one that, whether it's like eBay or Mercari or Marketplace, wherever, you're not going to have a hard time finding it. I'm pretty sure there's like, 4 or 5 of them on eBay right now. But that's the reason, really. It's because, excuse me, it's such a common item that there's always, been something either better or more rare on eBay that I've decided to go after because, this one has always just been an item that I can push off to the side because I can always just go back to buy, so I thought I could always just go back to buy it, get the rare item right now, and then, maybe when nothing good is on eBay, finally get one. That is until recently when I looked on eBay and I saw that these guys were kind of being listed out for outrageous prices. And I don't mean like, super expensive, but I mean, for what this thing does, it was, the prices that you'll find them for are kind of unreasonable. But that's just how eBay is. So I've been looking on Marketplace. I think the last, 2-3 weeks I was looking on Marketplace. And I found one near a friend of mine. It was in pretty good shape. Cosmetically it could have looked a little bit better, I think. And I'm sure mechanically it had some issues, but, it was a pretty good price. I think it was like $100. And it was near a friend of mine. Well, I had him go pick it up for me, had him scheduled to pick it up for me. And the seller ended up canceling last minute. And when I mean that last minute, I legit mean like the day he was supposed to pick it up. The seller said, "Oh, sorry, my wife decided to keep it." We're like, really? Are you kidding me? So then about a week later, another one pops up near him. And this one being like $250, which that's kind of around an eBay price, except without the outrageous shipping. So I sent it to him, I basically told him, it looks great, it fully works, it doesn't have the box, but it's either this or go on eBay and, buy one for a ridiculous price. So he ends up picking it up for me, and the day he picked it up, apparently the mouth broke on it. The seller had let him know the day he was picking it up that the mouth stopped working. So when he had gotten into his car, he basically told me, "Hey, by the way, like it's basically brand new. Like it's in mint shape. It looks great. It functions great. The only thing that's wrong with it is that the mouth does not work." So I'm like, okay, easy fix. It's string controlled. These things break all the time. Well, he actually fixes it for me. He gets it home and he sends me a video of it working. I'm like, oh, it's working. And he's like, yeah, I fixed it for you. So I was really appreciative of that. So I didn't mention it. It's a Holiday Master. So really big shout out to him for picking this one up for me. Like I said, I've been looking for one for quite some time now, so to finally have one is, really great. And I've seen a few of these in person before. It's not like my first time seeing it, but it is my first time owning one. And like I said, although it's not like hard to find, these things have been getting up there with pricing. So I would say if you want one, get one now because they're gonna continue to get more expensive and start to become more harder to find. So, or at least in good shape, like this one. So I would say if you want one, go ahead and get one now. But that's basically how I got this one. Let's see. Movement-wise, he is the most animated character, dancing character, with the dancing mechanism that he has. Because there were only 2 characters that were made, to my knowledge, with the collapsing mech that he has. There's the Grinch, and then there's him. Now, I own both of those characters. The Grinch only has 2 movements. This one has 3, and just, it doesn't really need any more than that. Like it's basically the typical, Christmas dancing character movements, like the life-size Santas or the, or what else, like the dancing snowmen or whatever. Like they all have about 3 movements. So I think 3 movements is basically where it maxes out for Christmas characters. Even nowadays, especially nowadays, but. Even though it only has a couple animations, it still is pretty animated. Let's see, there's not too much else to say about it. I love the songs on it. I mean, I think that they are great. I mean, one of the main reasons that I actually got this one is because I love the songs on it. Like, the look of it is fantastic. I mean, it is just such a solid looking bear. Like, it looks great. As weird as that sounds, like, it's just, it looks, you know, super Christmassy. It looks fantastic. It's such an awesome bear. But the songs were the main reason I wanted it. One song in particular, Up on the Housetop, that is, like, it's up there with, like, one of my favorite Gemmy recordings. It sounds great on this item. I love it. And, you know, so to finally have an item that plays it, because there were only, like, 2 items made that play these audios. It was this guy and the polar bear that plays the guitar, but I don't really like that one. That one's... It's small and it doesn't really make sense. The songs do not match the instrument he plays whatsoever, but... Anyways, with all that being said, I will get up close with him for you guys. There's not too much to say about him. I mean, because there's a million reviews of this already. But I figured I'd go ahead and knock out a review because, you know, why not? But yeah, guys, let's get an up close look at him for you guys. Alrighty, guys, so here he is up close. There's not too much to go over, like I said, but I do want to show the difference in the collapsing mech because I think it's pretty interesting how it was done. I don't know why Gemmy did this because it would have been more expensive for them to do this than just use the regular mech because they would have had to, you know, create more plastic molds and all that nonsense. So I don't know why they did this, and I'm sure they don't understand either because after, you know, 2004 or 5, they went back to the regular mechs. So who knows? But anyways, let's get up close of him. So as you can see, the head on him is actually pretty big, and it's not stuffed or anything. This is a full you know, plastic head. The nose itself has some foam, but it's still, you know, sculpted underneath here. It's plastic. It's not like, you know, this whole thing is fur. The mouth is not gear controlled, so you can pull it down. You know, it just snaps back up because it is string controlled. There's a big motor that pulls it down. It's not like a small one. It's a pretty big one. I mean, about the same size as the head turning mech on him. Or I think. I've never been inside the head turning mech, but like just like a regular Gemmy motor. You can see on this one the ears actually stand up, which for whatever reason is pretty, you know, bizarre to see because a lot of these are, you know, they're either down or backwards for whatever reason. I think if they've been in the box for quite some time, the ears kind of get crushed, and there's no material in here to keep them standing. So if they do kind of get crushed, it's gonna like it's gonna remember that, you know, form and just like keep it like that. But for now, these are staying up. Both this one and this one. This one I think is, you know, sagging a little bit, but I mean, you know, it's still standing. So pretty cool to see it with the ears standing up. The eyes are, you know, full plastic. They're not scraped or anything, which is awesome to see. They're just basic teddy bear eyes, kind of lifeless. And then the suit, I think, is the exact same as the Dancing Santa's. I mean, maybe not like down to a T, but it's pretty similar, I would say. The hands are stuffed, and the arms are very thin foam. These are not the thick foam that you would find in the regular characters, like the pool noodle stuff. This is just kind of like thin foam that's been wrapped around the metal. So that's, you know, it's not too bad. It's just, you know, decrease in quality there. I would say this is probably like a pretty budgeted prop. And then, you know, down here, you can see the speaker is actually on the base. I mean, I think a lot of you know that already, but for those of you that don't know, with the change in the mechs, the speaker actually was put inside the base there, and same with the Grinch. Now, I don't know, again, I don't know why they did this, but it's not like it's, you know, you're losing sound quality or anything. The speaker's pretty much the same size. I mean, I think it may be a little bit differently shaped, but it's still the same size. Like, it would sound the exact same whether it was here, or in the head, or wherever, you know, it would sound the same. But other than the speaker being in here, it's just the, you know, the classic Dancing Santa bass. The shoes on him are pretty big. I mean, it reminds me a lot of the horror character boots. And then, you know, there's some foam, you know, around here. You can't take these off. These are either sewn or glued or something. I don't know. But I know that there is a potentiometer in here that you can turn off to control the dancing, like any of the other characters, or at least the Grinch has it. I know he has it. But again, this is like all either glued or sewn or stapled, something like that. So I haven't taken it off yet, and I don't plan to. On the back here, you can see his controls. It's like the you know, any ordinary dancing character. You've got microphone, you've got aux, off, on, mic and aux, it all works. You got your volume control. Again, I like to keep it in the middle. Right? Sorry, I haven't said that yet. I said it when I was filming the dancing part, but I like to keep the volume in the middle because it sounds distorted when it's not in the middle. And then one more thing I did want to go over before I show the collapsing mech is the fact that when I got this, there was a whole ton of stuffing in the chest here and in the belly. Now, I wasn't sure if it was supposed to come like that or not, so I contacted a few people and, you know, found out it's not supposed to, because I was kind of concerned. I was like, okay, there's no way that Gemmy just put a bunch of stuffing up the shirt, because you could just very well easily pull it out. Like, there's nothing sewn or glued or anything there. Like, you could just, you know, pull it out. It did not look like the stuffing that Gemmy used. But at the same time, this is a bear, so if they were going for a stuffed look, it would have made sense. But I pulled it out. Fortunately, it wasn't, you know, putting too much pressure on the clothing or anything, so it's not, like, stressed out or anything. But, you know, if it wasn't original, I wanted it out. I didn't want anything to do with it if it wasn't original, so that's been taken out, and I'm pretty sure I put it in a box or something to ship off something. I don't remember. It's long gone now. But with the collapsing mech, I will show it. Let me put the camera down real quick. Kind of get over here. So the head just comes off. I put my, you know, hand underneath it, so I'm not like actually pulling on the head itself. So the mech is like the posable characters, where you've got this knob right here that you turn. Basically, you turn this to unlock it, but you can just, you know, push all the way down, and you can see. I think when I go down, the knob may turn. I'm pretty sure it does. Okay, I guess it doesn't. But now it's locked down into place, and to get it up, you would just turn this. And please have pressure on this while you're pulling it up, otherwise it's just gonna, like, you know, spring up, and so that would not be too good. The head turning mech on him is the same as the Grinch, if any of you have seen that. It's basically just, you know, all the mech is, you know, all up in the head. It is belt controlled, you can see. And it's not like yellowed or anything, so no concern of it breaking. You can see the 2 pinpoints where it does connect, and I mean, if anybody has a question, yes, it does work if you put the head backwards, so the mouth will be connected to the head turn, and the head turn will be connected to the mouth, so that is one funny thing that you can do, but I guess maybe just do it at your own risk, I don't know. I don't think it's like too bad for it. And again, there's no clicking on this, so you just kind of push it down, and it'll, you know, it'll make its connection. But yeah, so that's pretty much it with up close. So I will go ahead and activate it for you guys. Okay guys, so I got him plugged in. I kind of had to like creep past him because his sensor is very nice. This is not one that I really have to like turn off the lights to get him to activate. Like, I could just walk past him where I am right now, and I'm a good, like, I think like 10 feet away from him. So his sensor is very nice. But it does not have a sound sensor like the other Christmas characters. There's no sound sensor, it's just the motion sensor. So that's the only thing, that's the only way you can set them off. But I mean, it's right on the base, so you should have no problem activating him. But I've got him turned down to, I think, about like the middle, because once you pass that, the audio doesn't really get louder, it just gets distorted. And I'm one of those people that, like, you know, wants to show the item at like the best of its capability, and when he's turned all the way up, it just does not sound good. So I have like a medium level, so you can like hear how, you know, decent the sound quality is without it being like distorted or anything. And it still might be like a little bit distorted, but, you know, not nearly as bad as like how it is when it's turned all the way up. So yeah, guys, I'll go ahead and activate them for you guys.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
I must apologize if the mouth on it is noisy. The spring on it is pretty good, so it kind of slams back up. So you kind of hear it a little bit, but it shouldn't really be heard over the audio. course, like I said, my favorite song.
Up on the housetop, reindeer paws, out jumps good old Santa Claus, down through the chimney with lots of toys, all for the little one's Christmas joy. Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Up on the housetop, click, 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 down through the chimney with good things. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is the new bird. It sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland, walking in a winter wonderland.
The last audio that it played, Walking in Wonderland, the one it just played, that one is factored at the end, but they didn't do it correctly. Like he says, like Walking in Wonderland too soon. Towards the end, it should have been like half a second later. But there's like multiple examples of like factoring not really being done correctly. So it's not like a surprise. Like there was an older item like this that does it. But I think that was the last song. I don't know. I was walking past it like back here and it was going off, but I've been having to set it off with the lights. I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. Oh no, there it goes. Because I'm all the way back here and it's going off. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Really hope you guys enjoyed. That's the Gemmy 2004 5-foot tall Christmas life-size dancing Santa bear. I recommend it. I mean, if you can find it for a good price, it's it's nothing like super special, but it is one of those classic Christmas pieces that personally I like more than the regular Santas or the snowmen or anything like that. I think it's one of the best dancing Christmas characters that Gemmy did, like the regular ones, as far as like 5 foot or whatever, like just like the regular ones. So, that's just my opinion, and I say one of the best, not the best, but one of the best. I think the Grinch is also up there, but yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Really hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys again next time.